Hi guys. Hello. How are you? I was just thinking bringing back the wave. In the summertime, I started doing a thing where I was just waving to people randomly going by on the busy road. And I had a couple truckers beep the horn and stuff. So people do actually still do it or think it's a thing. The way I was raised, everybody did that. All right, I'm going to do a reading here for the air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's see what we got here for the air signs. Okay. I saw something good, but I don't know if I should have taken it. If it's meant to come out, it'll come out. It was the Ace of Wands. These cards flip over very easily, but they're awesome to shuffle. Okay, Spirit, please give me a message for the air signs that they need to know. All of them. Wow. We immediately had like a little story pop out here. And my ears are ringing. I don't know if that's relevant to it, but I can tell you that I feel like this is meant to come out this way. Starting out with the Wheel of Fortune. Super lucky card. New cycle, yes, but this could also mean fortune. You could be getting, it could be a number of things. It could be spiritual gifts. It could be a new path, a new cycle. It could be money in just different forms. Prosperity, new jobs. There's a rabbit on this card. You could be seeing rabbits. Rabbits are in the spiritual world. I can't really remember. I want to get a book actually, because rabbits are something I never really saw except just running by. But this past year, they were literally playing in my yard and coming up to me. Maybe because I was feeding them, but it seemed like more than that. All right. And then we have initials C and M. I've never seen that before on here. A monkey, which is also something I've been seeing like kind of like everywhere, visions of and stuff like that. And that's ancestry, you know what I mean? That's like these gifts could even be, gifts from your ancestors passed down to you with the Wheel of Fortune. Sun and the moon on here, which is whatever's done in the dark comes to the light. And there's only a few cards with both on there, so that's why I mentioned it. It could be significant. And then we have, what is that, a lion? Ooh, okay, so strength. Whatever it is, if you get this card, you've done a lot of work, or something big is happening. Okay, and I'm gonna place them just the way they came out. Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, that's amazing right there. That's everything you've been waiting for is gonna be revealed or balanced out. Anything that wasn't fair will now be fair. I'm getting things will be light as a feather. There's a feather on here. I've never noticed that on the Justice card, even though, it's a balance thing. And here's another thing I never noticed that's super, super significant to me. All my life, I've always stared up at the clouds and always like amazement. And in this photo, that could be just divine guidance, which I'm sure it is. The divine may have had to step in here to give you your justice. That could be one thing. The sword could be significant. The sword is down, but sometimes that means, I was going to say no communication, but this when the sword is the sword could be a Gemini, an air sign. So that's like coming up in Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. There's 2 scales for Gemini. This is an 11 card, so you could be a path life 11, or 1111 is a Gemini 2. And the sword, the scale is Libra, and Aquarius could be the water. So all 3 signs for the air signs with the Justice card. I don't know if I've never noticed that before. But anyways, I was saying with the clouds, there's actual like faces in there. And I never noticed that before. I don't think you'll be able to see it. Like right here, there's like a raccoon face. Right here. Like I said, I can't see it in the camera, but I can see it. And I thought I was going nuts sometimes, always seeing a set of eyes like that. But I've been seeing that a lot. Well, I was, but for a while there. Okay, Hierophant. This is a Taurus card or a marriage commitment card. You could be dealing with the Taurus. 5s are change. Hierophant is a very powerful leader, religious figure. Usually Hierophant is more on the religion end than spiritual, but it doesn't mean that you can't be, you know, religious and spiritual. So the Hierophant, that's a Taurus card and a commitment card. Like, what it's looking like to me is this could be a relationship that didn't happen, or that you could be leaving, and that could be where the Justice is coming in. Wow, these are all 4 major arcanas, 4 cards so far. 4 out of 5 major arcanas. Well, this isn't a major arcana, but you might as well say it is. The 9 of Cups. That's complete happiness and success. And lots of love there. I don't know who this is, but I know that 9s have been coming up quite a bit for me. 919, 909, 999, and it's like the end of a cycle. The end of a cycle, and then the 10s are, the end of the beginning, the end, that when you get to the 10, you go back to the 1. So when you're at the 9, you're almost there. But 9s, you could be seeing 9s, or somebody's birthday, it could be in the 9th month, I'm seeing on this card. Okay, yeah. And then this, so 5 cards popped out. 4 out of 5 are unbelievable. The 2 of Wands, I'm going to read what this guy says, but I think that's like a deciding between 2 things. Lots of, but I want to read it. I want to read it because every book has its different thing, and I really like this deck. Okay, so 2 of Wands, a fork in the road, actually. Okay, represents a choice. Okay, it is a choice that has to be made. So that's what that is, a fork in the road. I never looked at it like that. Look how colorful this card is. Purple and green, gold. The gate is open. The future awaits. But which path, which direction, which color? Will it be a random choice, leaving our fate to chance? Or one based on being informed and evaluating the opinions, or the options? Okay, so with the Wheel of Fortune and this, clarifying it. you may, I'm just getting this, I don't know if it's right, you may have had to have a lot of faith in order to get this. Like, let go of control, let the cycle turn on its own, let God handle it, let your higher power handle it. And if you did that, that's why you're getting awarded with this Wheel of Fortune, because that is very difficult to do, to let somebody else just not knowing and guide you. Or this could be a decision that you may have to make on faith and fate alone. Quickly, I'm getting with the wands. So there's 2 scenarios to an excellent reading for the air sign so far. Spirit, please clarify this 2 of wands and the whole reading. It flipped, but it didn't turn, so I'm not going to take it. Please give me message on this 2 of wands and the Hierophant. Wow, that stayed in my hands like cat-like reflex, and it's the 2 of Pentacles. So the 2 of, okay, so things are going to be balanced out, because this 2 of Pentacles is falling on the Justice card, clarifying the Justice card, so that you're getting your justice right there. But the 2 of Pentacles could mean that you may need to stay balanced, or you had to get balanced in order to receive this justice. Wow. Okay, I guess I'm sticking with the bottom of the deck. The Hierophant card, you got movement, momentum. The Hierophant, you probably made this happen. Whatever's coming in, your justice, you could have, because that's like, the Hierophant and the Magician, to me, are the same thing, but one's spiritual, one's religious. But that's just my opinion, so I don't, want anybody get mad at me, because I know there's a lot of things that you can't really speak about with religion. Okay, so the Chariot card, there's two horses on there. Their heads are facing in different directions, but they're still fast movement, and they're still working together. And that's the first time I ever said that for that card. Okay, so usually I say fast movement, momentum, but for some reason I was guided to say that because of the Hierophant. This was definitely divinely guided with all this light here with the Hierophant, and so there was help from the divine. And the Chariot is also a Cancer card, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, and it's falling on the Taurus card. Not that this is a thing, but yeah, it could be a Taurus with a lot of Cancer in their chart, or a Cancer with Taurus in their chart. Just putting that out there. And the 2 of Coins is your guys' card. The Libra Balance, 2 of Pentacles. So that's 2 cards. So I guess what I'm saying is strong Libra here now. Strong Libra too. But again, it doesn't have to be the person is only a Libra. I'm telling you, if you look into your birth chart, you definitely got a little bit of everything in there. And Libra could just be standing out, or it could be a Libra. All right. Oh, yeah. We have the High Priestess. So we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant in the same deck. So this is another major arcana. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas, and you already know, or your person already knows what's going on with the High Priestess. You already know, that's probably how you got that 9, or you already know this 9 of Cups is here. You already know what's happening. You already usually know the outcome of things. Sometimes a High Priestess can be highly psychic and intuitive. Well, you usually don't get that card unless you have prove that, or you know, something along that lines. But again, we started with the Wheel of Fortune. We got the High Priestess at the end. Oh my gosh, the World card. That's everything. That's everything. So I don't know if this is just for you or if this is a couple. Got Nine of Cups there. Although it is a success and happiness, and let's do a toast card, it's also cups, which are love. Okay, it's definitely a couple. Somebody wants to give you equal give and take, okay? Because, and I say somebody because there's always equality when it comes to spirit or God. So to me, this is a person who wants to be kind to you, give you equally what you were giving them. It's just, and it's incredible that it's falling on the Justice, the Two of Pentacles, which is a balance card, and then look at, so two scales, so twos, lots of twos here, but Geminis are two. I don't know what else to say about that, except there's a lot of coins here. This is a beautiful, beautiful card to get if somebody wants to be equal with you. There's nothing better than a relationship that you could, you know, have an equal partner and it doesn't have to be equally given money or gifts. Love, kindness, you know, giving out putting out what you would like to get back. And that's another thing I never said about this Six of Coins, but okay. So stick with the bottom still. We got the Hermit here. So this is more at the bottom of the deck, so you could have come out of this, but that's a Virgo card, and that's falling on this Chariot, Cancer, or Chariot card, and this Taurus card. So you could be the Virgo, your person could be the Virgo, but I'm a Taurus and I have a lot of Virgo in my chart. So I'm not, that's why I'm not going signs. I'm just telling you the Hermit is definitely a Virgo card, and it's another 9. So now we have 999 here. You could be seeing, oh my God. Okay, so we have the 9 of Cups in that one row. 9 of Cups, High Priestess, 4 Wands. That's another, like, okay, the 9 of Cups and the 4 Wands are not major arcanas, but they're in the same row, and they're both, like, people would say that both of those are, like, the top 2 cards in the deck. When you get the 4 of Wands, it's like, and you started out here with the Wheel of Fortune, and you're ending with the 4 of Wands, so I'm not even, this is definitely happening, okay? So I'm not even going to go further, but what I will do is an oracle. I'll do an oracle card real quick. Hold on one sec. Oh, are they right here? Alright, I didn't want to run all the way to the back of the house, so I made these up yesterday. And if something good doesn't come out and you still, but these cards that I made up, I was just messing around and it took me out of my head one day, but then I kind of like saged them and just said like a prayer over them, and honestly they were coming out exactly with the tarot's cards yesterday, so oh my goodness. Okay, all right, Spirit, can you give me the best oracle for the air signs, please? This one? repeating numbers. Okay, so I wrote this. Okay, so repeating numbers: 10, 10, 11, 11, 2, 2, 2, 4, 1, 4, 6, 0, 6, 9, 9, 9. Eagles, hawks, and wolves can be significant. And another one fell out with that because that really isn't like an oracle. It's more of a message, like a confirmation if you're seeing that, that this could be happening to you. But I do have that fell out with it, and I was guided to keep that fresh start. And what you think about, you dream about. And it's funny that not that I'm just going to show you this just because there was a high priestess, which is spiritual, and a Hierophant. I never know if it's Hierophant or Hierophant. But anyways, spiritual, rebellion, traditional, and religion came out. But if there was any problem, and I don't see that there was with that, like say one's spiritual and one's religious, there's so much balance here that you guys would work it out. I'm guessing that's what I see. And then as I say that, it says I look at the bright side. I look at the bright side of things. So that's a good message. And if you don't, try to just say, wait, when I say I look at the bright side, okay, something horrible happens to me, and trust me, I had 30 years of daily mishaps and horrible things happening to me. One thing, I'm not going to talk about me right now because this is about you, but one thing is I had a severely mentally retarded daughter whom I don't usually talk to a lot of people about, but I've been coming out with it. So we're talking, she's 29 in diapers still, so that life was very difficult. So whenever something would happen, I would try to, not immediately, it wouldn't happen. Something would happen with her, because there was a lot of, mishaps. One time she locked herself in the car, and I had to bust the window to get to work, and when I got to work, I got fired anyways, even though I called, and it was a new medical records job, stuff like that. So I looked at it as, like, maybe my next job was better. That's how I am not able to look immediately and change a negative situation. I can do that now. Back then, though, what I'm talking about is for years I struggled with it. So when you can at least go to that spot in your head, it will take it off of what is actually happening, even if it's for a moment, and possibly deter your mind away from the negative thinking. I have negative thoughts come in my head every single day of my life. I was in a toxic 32-year marriage. I believe that I have PTSD that I didn't know I had. I'm kind of self-diagnosing myself, but I think I have a right to do that after. But what I'm trying to say is I didn't know that I had the power inside of me, myself, to heal myself without none of the programs, nothing else was working. When I got on my knees, sorry, there was an ambulance going by. I always have to do that. Catholic school. When I got on my knees and prayed and basically said, I don't know how to deal with, I don't want to run my life anymore. Can you run my life? I was talking to God. I was talking to, and I didn't mean to say my God, but I was talking to God. So whoever, it could be a tree. You could go to it under a tree. If you're spiritual, somewhere, if you get something that you can consider higher than yourself, or make it, I don't know, this is the first time I'm ever saying this too, but make something up that would be more powerful than you, like, go Star Wars. You know what I mean? And use that. It really makes you feel like there's something helping you and guiding you. I don't know if that's a message for somebody, but it really helped me, because for me to find the higher power in my past in the first step of AA, I was on the first step for about 20 years. So, long story short, I'm very stubborn, and now I let go of trying to control things as much, and it works. So, it's hard to do, but anybody can get there. I don't, again, I'm not quite sure, but maybe this message needed to get out there for somebody, and if not, just let it fly. Have a great night, guys.